Hey everybody, just wanted to wish you a happy St. Patrick's Day and give you an update on what's happening here at Eastern Hills. It's about noontime on Tuesday. I just want to begin by celebrating everything that God did over the weekend through our online service. This was our first time of doing a live online service, and I was grateful for the response that we had. So many different people joined us from not only here in our area, but from outside the area as well. But thank you for all the interactions that you gave during the service. As it was just wonderful to see how we could be together, even though we are physically apart. I'm grateful for our team. You can be very proud of the hard work they did in making sure that came off in an effective way. I'm also thankful for our Next Gen team and the resources they made available for parents. It was great to see pictures on Facebook and other ways of the forts that were being made and the way that parents were engaging their kids and teaching them as well. And we look forward to that as we move into the future. As you know, there have been many fluid parts to our situation here in our community and across our country. And there have been additional restrictions that have come out from either the president or the governor or our local health officials over the last 36 hours in particular. So because of that, I just wanted to highlight those and just let you know that because of the travel restriction in particular that was put in place, there is a suggestion of no non-essential travel from 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. That's in New York and New Jersey and Connecticut. We also know that there's been the recommendation by the president to go down to groups of 10 or less. And so because of all that, all groups here at the church have been canceled while this ban is in place. So they will no longer be meeting. Our care groups, our discipleship groups, even our emotionally healthy spirituality groups, even though we're in the last couple of weeks of that, the leadership here is in touch with all the group leaders who will be in touch with you, but we're having to cancel those groups for the foreseeable future. I do want to encourage you, though, especially with your regular small groups and with your other groups, just make sure to practice good group dynamics as far as caring for one another. That means staying in touch with one another, encouraging, give scriptural encouragements to one another, because we certainly need some good news in the midst of all the challenging news that we're hearing, and how we can pray for one another. You could do that by online chat groups or other means. Some of you are very creative in how you accomplish staying connected with other people. But don't forget, there is that thing called the phone that you can use just to make a phone call to person, to people, some other person in your group. And that way we can continue to care for one another during this time. We have a four-pronged approach that we're using as we look over these next days, since it's clear that we will be isolated from each other for a period of time. The first thing is our online experience, and we're going to continue to do all we can to sharpen that and make that an almost like a you're there kind of feel as we move forward. The second thing is we're mobilizing a number of people to make sure that we're calling everybody in the congregation and just check on one another. We're going to practice what we're suggesting you do for your small groups. We're going to do that for the whole church. The third thing is looking for some experiential opportunities that we could do that will not put us in a negative spot. So we'll give you more updates on those as we create them, but we're looking for how we can create experiences or give you resources that you can have to experience some things with other people within the guidelines that have been provided for us. And the fourth thing is just serving. This is a prime time that we can be points of light in our community. So being aware of that elderly neighbor that might need some medicine picked up or some meals provided. There may be other ways. I trust the Spirit of God to work in each of us to suggest the best ways that we can serve our community and demonstrate the active love of Jesus Christ to other people. It's a prime opportunity for us to do that as the church, to again run into the building, not out of the building, having a big impact for the name of Christ and the kingdom during this time. If you want to get access to those resources or any of the updates that we're doing, we're providing a frequently asked questions page that puts everything together in one location for you. So go to ehwc.org/FAQ, frequently asked questions. We'll provide links to all of these updates, as well as a link to the local health department so you can keep up on what's happening in our community itself, as well as all the resources that are being provided for parents and others so that you can use during this crisis. Again, as we talked about over the last couple of weeks, crises like this are opportunities for us to demonstrate who Christ is and to share words of encouragement with other people and provide hope. So I pray that you've been both feeling that and experiencing that as you're trusting Him during this time, being very wise about prevention, but being very intentional about impact on the lives of other people. So again, check back here on the Frequently Asked Questions page for any further updates, and we'll look forward to talking to you again soon.